Hey, it's Jonathan Andrew again, and today we're continuing the loan series. Today's loan, we're going to go ahead and talk about the conventional loan. If you haven't seen my previous video, no worries, you're not too early, you're not too late. You can take a look now, or you can continue with this one and look at it later. However, we will be speaking about the conventional loan today after this brief intro. Again, my name is Jonathan Andrew, and thank you so much for being with me today. If you please could help me out and help me grow this channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I hope it helps you. I hope it helps the people you share it with. I'm all about education, engagement, answering your questions, and I really do want to build a community here. I'm located in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Of course, if you're out of the state of Texas, I may still be able to assist you or at least guide you through my realtor network to an individual who will better help you. I know I have individuals in California, individuals in Phoenix, and in Florida, Carolina. You know, I'm part of a really great group, guys, that can assist you from anywhere in the world. Now, that being said, guys, conventional loan. What are some pros? What are some cons? What's the big deal? Well, I'm just going to run it down. Ultimately, it's all about what's best for you. Not for me, what's best for you. What's best for, not your mom and dad, not your uncles and cousins. It's what's best for you and your family. So, that being said, what are some pros, what are some cons? Well, let's start off with the good stuff, right? First off, pro, everybody wants to work with you. Unless you have cash, or unless there's a cash offer on the table, I have to say, more than likely they're going to want to work with you. Why? Because a conventional loan is a little bit harder to get. You really have to have your ducks in order. And, well, they just know, hey, this is a horse we can bet on. And, again, if your realtor structures the offer correctly, it's basically a shoo-in. So, now what's another pro? Well, your mortgage insurance falls off. Why is this a good thing? Well, mortgage insurance is that little deviant that gets added to your mortgage payment, monthly mortgage payment at that, when you don't put at least 20% down. So yeah, for conventional, it's anywhere from $50 to $100. Every situation is different, guys. But historically, from what I've seen, it's lower. Mortgage insurance is lower than an FHA's mortgage insurance rate or premium. So what does it do? I mean, for one, if you don't have 20% down, no worries. You are good. Your mortgage insurance will come off when you reach a loan to value ratio of 80-20. It's going to come off. No worries, guys. Also, it's not as high, so your mortgage insurance or your overall mortgage won't be as affected as much as a FHA. So, that being said, again, what are some cons? Well, as you heard me mention earlier, there's a little bit of a higher ceiling for the conventional loan. The conventional loan requires a higher credit score and a higher down payment. So, there are some cases, however, if you meet the requirements, whether you're a first-time home buyer or there's certain income requirements, I believe. Check with your loan officer, because I'm not a loan officer. I'm just a realtor. So verify that with these guys. And if you need me to put you in touch with somebody, I can do that as well. But sometimes with conventional loans, if you meet the requirements, you only have to put 3% down. That's another pro, right? Even though we're talking about cons, there's still more pros coming up. That's how good the conventional loan is. So, yes, there's a little bit of a higher ceiling saying you don't meet those requirements. But if you don't meet those requirements, a con could be, hey, you need a higher credit score and you need more of a down payment. FHA is 3.5, conventional is typically 5%. So those are the cons. The higher down payment and higher credit score are needed. Now, I guess let me put this together. I've told you pros, I've told you cons. Let me give you a real world scenario. I had an individual who was going to do, he had the option, conventional, FHA. With FHA, he was able to buy more home, With conventional, yeah, it was lowered. His buying power is lower, but he could have a more suitable monthly mortgage. And when we worked out the numbers, guys, here's what happened. One home, FHA, 230, taxes were a little bit higher or higher than normal, and his payment came out to 1700, give or take. 1720, 1730, somewhere in that range, right? We didn't win that offer, but we found a home in another area for 225, fully renovated. Hey, conventional loan works. Now with the specs that were in hand, he's paying $1,400 a month, and he only had to put 3% down. He met the requirements, all because he went out there. And here's some more pluses for a conventional loan. Appraisers typically want to do conventional loans. So the appraiser is going to go out, and with the FHA or VA loan, it's a little bit more of a tedious process. There are certain things you have to do. I mean, there was one where we had to take off a couple of burglar bars, not for all the windows, but for some of the windows, apparently, because they were a fire hazard, which was no big deal. The neighborhood wasn't even that bad, so whatever. We went out. The seller had to take them off, and that's just less headache for my buyer, right? Who is now a happy homeowner. That was the FHA loan. Conventional loan, it's a little bit more laid back. Yeah, there might be some issues, but unless it's like a really endangerment to the like it's really going to endanger the family, like I'm talking about you got serious structural issues, then of course the bank's not going to approve a loan that's, for a house that's basically a teardown. They're not going to do that. But again, the conventional loan is a little bit more laid back as far as the appraisal process. Now, why is the conventional loan so highly coveted and winning so many deals? Well, again, if your realtor knows what they're doing and they structure things right, you can absolutely pretty much almost win any house that you want, especially when you're going up against a VA or FHA. Unless something significant happens, then more than likely, you should win if you're the conventional loan. Unless you're just lowballing everybody, then of course you're going to lose out. But that being said, guys, this client that got into the home for $1,400 a month on a conventional loan, he wouldn't have gotten it. We were the only person who put a bid on this house. I found this house off market. He wouldn't have gotten the home if he was FHA. I know it sucks to say, but the seller said, we will not work with FHA buyers. We only want to work with conventional loans. Can your seller give us a appraisal waiver? Which is why these individuals with the conventional loans are winning so much. Which there's the secret right there, right? Appraisal waivers are the reason that these conventional loans are winning so much. Now you might be wondering, well, how come I can't put an appraisal waiver for a FHA loan, for a VA loan, or this loan or that loan, right? Well, the truth of the matter is you can't. And some realtors might say, oh, you could put an appraisal waiver in. Well, yeah, you can for FHA or, well, I don't know about VA, but for FHA, I know you can, but you have to have a real estate attorney write up the document. Of all the documents that realtors do have at their disposal, we have no such document that's going to waive an FHA appraisal. If you look at the appraisal waiver document, if you're a realtor and watching this, or if you're FHA and you're submitting a document that says, hey, I'm going to waive the appraisal, that appraisal waiver holds no weight if you're FHA. It clearly says on the document this does not apply for VA or FHA loans, which means if you submit an appraisal waiver and the listing agent takes it, well, pretty much it doesn't hold any weight. You can back out. Now, what does an appraisal waiver do? Well, that's the interesting part, right? Say you go in on a home, 270. The home is listed for $250. You place a bid for $270. The appraiser comes in and says, well, this home is only worth $255. Okay, so you have to come up with an extra $15,000 in order to close the property, because the bank is only going to give you a loan for what the appraiser says it's worth, not what you put in. So if a conventional loan has the means, then yes, they're going to go ahead and put the appraisal waiver in, and if they have to, they're willing to pay up to $20,000 over asking price. It doesn't matter what it appraises for. We're going to give you the extra money on top of what it would cost with down payment and closing costs to close this home, which has been very attractive for a lot of these homeowners, of course, right? Like, oh, I can get an extra $20,000, and well, if they back out with the appraisal waiver, it states that I can keep, if this is if this offers hypothetically at $270, I can keep $2,700. Okay, and guys, in this market, some people were putting in 2% earnest money, so that was more like $5,400 for some people, if not more, at stake. So they were in it to win it, and that, we're not seeing a lot of that right now, but we did see it earlier this year. So that being said, guys, that was that's definitely the main driver right there, was the appraisal waiver and people who had the means to bid over. Now, will it automatically put you in the running to win a home? I mean, yeah, I'll put you in the running, but does it automatically get your offer accepted, the conventional loan, that is? No. There's plenty of people who are out there that I know that have conventional loans that took a little while to get homes, and it's because of terms, guys. Now, whether it's the realtor or just the individual is submitting or wanting to put in certain terms, then yeah, some of these sellers will say, no, we're not going to take a below ask or, give you a 10-day option period or anything like that. That when this guy over here is offering, basically to go straight to pending, which is a risky move, but still people are doing it. And, giving me my asking price, I'm going to trust my listing agent that I can at least get $250 for this home instead of you lowballing me. Stuff like that happens, and it doesn't guarantee a win, but it definitely puts you ahead of everybody else in the house race, in the house hunt race. And lastly, guys, I guess I want to speak on this because I've seen this happen a few times. Please realize, if it's a conventional loan, FHA loan, VA loan, whatever it is, it's whatever is best for you, not for the realtor. I have seen and heard stories of where people get these realtors and the realtors are like, oh, you got to get conventional. And it doesn't benefit them. Yeah, conventional loan's a good loan, but only when it actually benefits you, not if it hurts you financially, right? Because remember, conventional loan's a little bit higher of an interest rate as well. So if that interest rate is skyrocket high, what's the point of using it if it's killing you on a monthly mortgage? There's realtors who would push for it because it makes their life easier. And it should not be like that whatsoever. And if any realtor asks you to do that, I don't care if it's your uncle. I would cut them. Fire them, not actually, cut them. Don't do that. So guys, above all, remember, FHA, VA, conventional, they all have their benefits. The ultimate goal is to be persistent, keep pushing, and win that house. If you want it, you're gonna get it. If you work for it, it's gonna come. Please believe it. And guys, if you're interested in getting the process started, again, I'm located in Dallas, Texas. If you just want to chat, you want to talk, please feel free to reach out to me. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My username or my handle is John Andrew Holmes. I'm on there all the time. I'm posting videos daily, whether it just be humor or tips or just explaining stuff, and you get to see what I'm doing on the daily, other than working. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I mean, please do like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I hope it helps you or anyone else that sees it, or you share it with. Again, my open door policy, right? Come as you are. Even if you're a year out, year and a half, 2 years out, hey, let's have a discussion, let's talk, and put you in position to win in the future. And hey, some of you might be ready now and not even know it. So, above all, guys, thank you for watching. I love you all so very, very much. God bless. And hey, next time we're going to be talking about the VA loan. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next week.